Monster Squad is back.
Amy
Look at
too.
that
What's
here.
up, Phoebe? Phoebe the Phoebe.
Holy crap, man. You go from Jamie Lee Curtis and Halloween to Halloween 2, Halloween 3, Halloween 4, Halloween all the way up to 6 with Alan Howard tonight. What's going on?
I know, right? What is going on today? What are we doing today?
Should we obey? Sleep?
Oh, we should consume. I think we should consume for sure.
No independent thought. Huh?
No, not at all. Yeah, we can check out the very first 30th anniversary of They Live.
Oh,
With
Mama
the.
don't like tattletales.
Oh. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, 30th anniversary. Alan Howarth doing a live performance, right, for like an hour, like playing all his hits, right, on the movies, and also Savage Scott's also here.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
running a little late, you know,
Ladies and
fashionably late.
gentlemen.
Hey, Scott, can I say something though?
Yes, sir.
Just don't sleep on this show tonight.
No?
Wow. They might have watched the Comic-Con video.
I saw
and you're
some
probably
video
asleep
of
on
that.
the panel.
You know, just shows you just how entertaining those panels actually are.
Hey, you wanted to, wow, he said it, not me. So
Savage.
Savage Scott, see, living up to the
man,
name
don't hold
again.
back.
So yeah.
Speaking about that, I'll be right back.
Oh,
So I guess we're not leaving. So we're gonna leave now. We're gonna take Scott's stuff because he's taking his time, and
Yeah, he left it.
he left it. So
Dibs on the picture.
And then we also
That's right.
another guest, Peter Jason's gonna be
Peter
there
Jason,
too.
that's right. What's he done? He's done a lot of work. You look up his IMDb. That dude's done a lot.
Man. He was, I guess, the soccer coach in Karate Kid.
Yeah, he
from
was.
all kinds.
He was
Walter
in
Hill roles.
Mortal Kombat.
Congo.
Yeah, a lot of John Carpenter
Congo.
movies. Escape from LA, Congo.
Prince of Darkness.
Did some voice work for Gears of War 2 and 3. If you guys like video games,
He was
did some
also a TV or radio announcer in Arnold Schwarzenegger and Jim Belushi classic
Red Heat. Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
That's
Scott
right.
was
So
flipping us off.
we had to get some Oh, you got to get a charger. So yeah, we're gonna get on the road right now. Get down there, and
Maybe some
yeah,
surprise guests today.
maybe some surprise guests are hoping. So we'll see. You know, we got to go because I'm all out of bubble gum.
Would you mind sticking this in somewhere?
Uh-oh, we have taken over the camera. Because Sponsor 13's driving over there. Someone's on the phone. They're not phoning it in. But we are on the 101 freeway in LA, Hollywood. We're almost there. Trying to get to Amoeba. Man, oh man. No telling what we might find for merchandise. Maybe some surprise guests that They Live. Traffic is fast. Okay, maybe very slow. God. How do people do it out here? How? Just how?
I don't know. Sorry.
See? Nobody knows.
Gonna pick out some stuff for the movie.
Anything you might be looking for in Amoeba?
Yeah, movies.
Alfonso, anything in Amoeba you might want to try to get?
Everything.
We'll see you.
I love
We're
Amoeba.
just creeping our way.
John
each
Carpenter's
of you in
anthology
proximity.
themes. Guy of that CD.
I'll walk to where you're at.
Man,
Oh
man.
yeah.
Amoeba, here we come.
Thanks, buddy. Bye.
So I believe we're here at the Hollywood Horror Fest, and we were looking for like a theater, right, or something. But
This is like something out of like an independent wrestling show kind of
yeah,
feel.
this is like. So it's in this building right here.
There's a sign.
But we're here early to get in line, I guess, and
Wish us
we're gonna
luck.
go check it out. So
Cop just drove by.
yeah, hopefully we
So-
can make it out alive.
We are in NoHo.
11110 Victory Boulevard.
That's the address,
Just in case.
you need to find us.
If you don't see us anymore,
Yeah,
Right across the street from a Target.
call my loved ones. We love you guys. See ya.
Is that the boat the Indians rode?
Here we are, the Mayflower for the Hollywood Horror Fest. Looks like the line's already there, getting ready.
Man, this is trippy right here.
Oh shit.
Whoa. Double digits. We're still waiting. Long line.
Still here.
Still here, man.
Open the doors, Chris. Open the door. Check this out, Chris. Red carpet action. Reserve Chris.
Receiving his award probably right there.
Cool merch right here.
Oh, yeah, Mark got some
Seats right here.
And look at
pretty cool.
I think Scott's hunting down for some vinyl over here.
Oh yeah, he's already there. There he is, Savage Scott.
I like the music.
On the run.
Interesting with the place.
Where do you want to sit at?
Man, we got to sit somewhere good.
Let's get some good seats first.
Right here? Oh, dude, look at this. This is so cool, man.
Roddy was very articulate, very smart.
Nice, look at that. That Carpenter for the Ween poster. Look at that poster.
And John Carpenter will be performing on October 31st out here in LA.
Aerovitz matinee. $10.
It's a nice job.
Oh, I swear.
They got Halloween 2, 3, 4, 5. No 6 though.
No 6.
I wondered about that.
Say it, buddy.
I just ordered 4 and 5 in the slipcase to go with
they've
it.
They've done a beautiful job with the
Yeah.
artwork.
I always wondered why
Sign
was.
this one?
Please.
It's a blue
Who's thinking
job.
with the blue on the white? Where would you like? Well, yeah, that's a good palette right there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, see, yeah, that stands out. I was always wondering, I don't know if you know the answer perhaps, why Varese only released part 5 in Germany. And I was always wondering about that because I had to order them specially from Germany for the vinyl.
The answer is I don't know.
Yeah.
But
And I asked
six was a new camp, right? 4 and 5 were Trancas, Mustafa, the original producer from Hollywood. So they really owned 1, 4, and 5.
I think
Right.
2 and 3 were farmed out to De Laurentiis. 6 was already Miramax Dimension Films. So now we got contractual
this one,
who gets to do what stuff.
Interesting, because Varese pressed the original 2, 3, 4, and 5. But 5, it's only was a German pressing. Now I'm happy to see it actually come
I
to the
made all
States.
these. This is my own label.
See, this is perfect. The collection has been growing.
Yeah.
So we got Amy line. Ladies and gentlemen, right now. She looks really nervous. I don't know. Going up to the plate right now. See, Howard's right there, signing for his fans and everything right there. Waiting patiently, you know what? Taking her swing. That's it. Does she look nervous? She's not doing the part. We'll see. Stay tuned. See how she does.
Damn you!
What do you mean? You did great. Look.
Oh, man.
So
Wait. Speaking of 2, she got another autograph.
yeah. So we're doing video of you going up there, do a little commentary, see if you'll do it. See how you'll be nervous
I
you
was
look.
gonna punk out.
What?
Handle it like a champ.
Well, then I cut that guy up there too.
Chris had all the confidence in the world. You said you were
You
gonna
were
do it.
behind director Ralph Konevsky.
Yeah.
There's nothing out there.
Black Room.
So many.
Yeah,
Yep, she knows
that's it.
Black Room.
That's right. So she got it done.
Party on to hell on a bus.
Most
Yep.
Party to Hell.
Yeah.
And the upcoming Sunset Society, which I think is out now, it has Lemmy from Motorhead.
Nice. That's right. That's what we were just talking about.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome. So, who would win between a battle between Lemmy and God?
Lemmy.
Yeah, it's a trick question. You know why?
Why?
Lemmy is God.
Born to raise hell.
I don't know who let me out.
Somewhere that was social as well, that had a bar, and, you know, just relax as well. So tonight is it's the second time we've given out the Impact Award, and the Impact Award goes to an artist whose body of work has positively impacted the horror and fantasy genre. And I think tonight's recipient, Alan Howarth, his work definitely has done that. So it's with great honor that I present Alan Howarth with the 2018 Hollywood Horror Fest Impact Award. It looks like, yeah. We've also got a couple of other things for Alan.
Oh, some surprise.
Now I think this is more of a fun award. Here's a golden likeness of Alan, sculpted.
Let's see it, Alan.
Because we want to be different from other festivals, and we really do. We want to be personal. Every award that we give, it's from the heart. It really is. Like that's a one-off sculpture. All award winners at this year's festival, you can't really see it, but it's a beautiful medal. Yeah, it's a really nice medal. It's enamel, and it's the Hollywood Horror Fest. Yeah, award-winning medal. So, I'll take these. All right, it's a real pleasure, and honestly, the gig that will follow this is amazing. It's going to be so cool.
Thanks, Miles. All right, so guys and girls, thanks for being here. You know, you are my people. The rest of the world doesn't give a shit about what we do with it, but we know it's important. You know, and to be here. Do you realize I'm going to be 70 next week? 70 fucking years old. I'm only halfway though. I'm going to live to at least 140, 150. So I want to be like Gandalf with the thing and long grave, stories about what life was before television and stuff like that. Really, when I was a little kid, it was radio. TV was just coming online. So I've got the whole arc of entertainment and what happened to us. You know, and it's interesting that here we are for They Live. This movie is actually John Carpenter's least favorite. I don't know why. No, I mean, his favorite is The Thing. I get it. But it took till now before the rest of the world recognized that. You know, when the Thing came out at Universal Pictures, E.T. came out at the same time, and the marketing people totally fucked with it. So, E.T. $1 billion. Thing, 2 weeks pulled it. John was crushed. And it's like nobody would hire him. It's like he had a flaw. He's going, this makes no sense. I made the greatest monster movie of all time, and nobody gets it. God bless his heart. I mean, he's a good guy. We were good friends at the time. We were hanging. He's from Kentucky. I'm from Ohio. We have a lot of kinship. We like the same music. But let me just get. I'm going to rewind just a little bit because I'm the same as you guys. I'm just a lot older, so I got a lot more experience. But I'm originally from New Jersey. When I was a kid, then I moved to Cleveland, Ohio for high school, and I was an art student. I was in for painting, sculpting, and stuff like that. Music was like a hobby. My dad had an accordion. I kind of picked it up, and in like the 4th grade, they give you these little tests. And the thing is, they want to rent musical instruments. They give you a little test and come home with a little letter from my mom and says, "Alan shows he has musical talent. You should consider getting a musical instrument." And I'm like, Mom, look, I can get an instrument now. I'm talented. But then I had to look at the school band. Right now, what are you going to get? Well, I thought bassoons were kind of cool. But I was like, nah. So I looked at everything else in the band, and it was the saxophone. So I was a sax player in high school. And there's two, you never plan for this kind of stories I want to share with you. One, this idea that what made me a musician to start with was I was the president of the art class, North Olmsted High School, Cleveland, Ohio area. And this other girl in the art club, Kathy Filka, has a boyfriend that has a band, Dave. And she goes, Alan, would you think about playing in Dave's band at that girls' sock hop this weekend? He needs somebody. So we were reading charts, like dance bands, and sock hop means you took your shoes off, you had to wear the socks to the college gym floor. And at the end of the night, here was the moment. Alan, there you go. He hands me $80. And my eyes go wide. What? I just had 3 hours and I earned $80. I'm going for music, to hell with art. So it turned out that Dave now needed a bass player. So I pestered my mom and I bought a bass guitar and learned how to play it really fast. Played in the rock band there, and then eventually I got in popular bands in the Cleveland area. That all kind of became regionally popular. And then one of the bands I was in was called Silk. There was another artist named Michael Stanley. And we were produced by Bill Simzik, who went on to produce the Eagles. And Joe Walsh and the James Gang was the other band. So it was the Silk and the James Gang from Northeast Ohio. So we were the sister group of the James Gang. At the time we had a record out. The band opened for The Who. I opened for The Cream. My hair was down to here. I weighed 50 pounds less. I thought I was really happening. I was going to be a rock star. And then, like the band business, if you guys have done this, if the band doesn't get a hit, the band kind of breaks up, and the bit drummer hates the guitar player and all this other stuff, and you wind up with a van and a bunch of gear. And so eventually I went into the music store, the gear business, as a repair shop, and I started working with guitars and synthesizers. My buddy Dave Yost knew about the circuits. So we had this little repair shop called Pi Keyboards and Audio in Cleveland. And this was like 1970, 73, 72, 73, something like that, in Cleveland. And my band at the time was called Braino. Like that. Drano, Braino for your head. Well, I was like the Pink Floyd of Cleveland. So we were quadraphonic. I already had quadraphonic sound. The sound guy in the band already had tape cues. He had to play explosions and noises. And it was, at the time, it was happening. And we worked in this silly club called the Smiling Dog Saloon. And it was a jazz club. But what the club owner did is he would put these jazz acts going from New York to Chicago, and they'd catch them on Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday nights to give them a little midweek layover. And all the great jazz acts came through. Chick Corea, Herbie Hancock, and this one band called Weather Report came through. And we were the house band, so I had my quadraphonic thing and the tapes and the lace, and we gave them the whole Pink Floyd novel. He goes, wow, I'd like the guys to go on the road with us. Well, I had a job at the music store, so my buddy Brian went out with the Weather Report. He became their guy, the roadie, mixer, everything guy. About 1976, Brian calls him and goes, Alan, we got this whole world tour. This is Heavy Weather Report 1976. And he says, now Joe Zawinul is the keyboard player. And the keyboard rig's got so big, it's got Oberheims and Arps and Profits and Fender Rose and grand pianos. And so you see somebody just take care of this thing. So I went out as a technician, a roadie, with Weather Report, toured the whole world. This was the greatest thing. Without joining the Army, I actually got to see the world. From the back of the bus and the back of the hall. But it was great, and it was, it was a safe time. But here's where the story goes. So fast forward, 1979, another buddy of mine from Cleveland, this big, burly biker guy named Pax Lemon. And he's now in Los Angeles, and he's working at Paramount Pictures. And he's in the transfer bay. This is the one, this is where we get to, right? So the transfer bay, he's making copies of tapes. And two guys are behind him saying, oh man, we really need somebody who knows about synthesizers for this movie. Pax turned around, oh man, you gotta talk to my buddy Alan, man. He works for Weather Report. Weather Report, he's got to one at 7 o'clock or 11 o'clock. But it was Richard Anderson and Stephen Flick were both Academy Award winning guys now. And they took my name, gave my number, they called me up and they invited me down, and they said, we're working on this movie and we need to make sound effects. And I go, what's the movie? They go, Star Trek the Motion Picture. This is when Star Trek went from TV to being a movie. So all the stuff needed to be recreated. And so I went back to my little dining room thing and I had a little Prophet 5 synthesizer and a little 4-track tape recorder, and I dialed up the sound of the Enterprise going from warp 1 to warp 7. Turned in my tape, and that became the sound of the Enterprise. Boom! Went on to do 6 Star Treks. I was the space hardware guy. I made the transporters, the Enterprise, warp drives, all the other stuff that you couldn't record with a microphone, right? This is before computers, so I was using synthesizer and tape recorder manipulation. Now we have digital sampling, but it's all tape recorder. I mean, when I had a tape loop, I literally had a tape loop around the room. Well, mic guides, stuff like that, like 60 feet of tape. And I'd re-record that into an 8-track and a whole vari-speed thing, so that was my craft. So here's the other part. So now the picture editor from the first Star Trek film, Tom Ramsey, his next movie is Escape from New York. And I originally go to Escape from New York to be a sound effects person because this was futuristic, dark future, but futuristic. And while I was at Star Trek, I kept giving Todd my music tapes, stuff like that. So he knew I had musical stuff. And he says, you know, Alan, I think you and John would get along really well. I'm going to send him over to meet you. So same dining room studio, more rigged up now because I have more gear like that. John Carpenter comes over. He sits with me like 2 hours. I play tapes, I play noises. And John looks at me and goes, yeah, let's do it. Major career move. Yeah, let's do it. And then that was it. The rest we're going to talk about and play music from, and this whole elevation, and the fact that I'm still here talking about it now, amazing. Because when we're doing it, we're just two guys, you know, in my dining room making John Carpenter movies. You know, I learned a lot from him. You know, I owe a lot to him. One of the greatest days ever was all the time I spent with him, one-on-one. Just me and him in my dining room, and eventually got to a real studio and had all the stuff recorded. But you know, I had a little green smoke, and just being there, you know, it was good, but it didn't take away from it. And it was all improvised. Literally, we just sat down, put up the movie. Carpenter would take the first pass, because this is his movie. He already edited it, he knows where all the cuts are. And Carpenter is a genius with these simple themes. The music he plays, a hip musician would go, that's stupid, that's too simple. It's not cool enough. You know, I've heard people call him Johnny Wonder. Because he just wrote for minutes. And you go, what's that all about? That's how he was painting sounds for his own movie. And this is my takeaway. You know, you remember the Amadeus movie with
Go for 85. My girlfriend was asking me if there's another one of my horror movies.
Probably JFD.
Again?
This one's actually The Chariot of Pumpkins, track 1, Halloween 3, the intro to the movie.
What a nerd. You know that.
I know the scores, man.
That's awesome.
I know the score, brother.
That's awesome. You do know the score. Alan Howarth live.
Dude, awesome. Main theme, Escape from New York, 1981.
And speaking of working with James Cameron, we have Roger Corman's Dream Factory, New World Pictures, from the effects department, Whitney Bain, who is a lowly, effects PA, he was on the set of They Live, worked on They Live. Peter Jason, who is going to be with us today, by the way, booked something, which meant he booked on us, which is good because he's always working. He's in Jurassic World. He's the senator trying to let Jurassic Park burn down. When I picked my brother up, he was getting a lap dance on a rerun of Mad Men. Peter Jason, not my brother. So shall we begin? Gentlemen, let's hear your They Live stories. This John Carpenter movie seems as prescient as it was 30 years ago. Let's start with you, Gib. What was it like editing the film?
John was, he wasn't really in the editing room that much. He was busy, when he was, he does the music with Alan, so he was busy doing that a lot. I actually called him once when he was at your studio and begged him to come in because I was doing the sequence where they attack the underground
headquarters.
The headquarters, yeah, and I had to work out all the logistics of all that stuff. And so I begged him to come in, and he did it reluctantly, but then he liked what he saw, and then he left me alone for a while.
Don't you want that at a certain point, though? Don't you like being left alone more than...
Well, it depends. I mean, he had a very strong vision for this, and I just tried to give him what he liked.
Articulate guy, very smart guy. And we lost him too soon, which is a shame.
Wow. Hey, Gib, some more questions for you. How did you know, when you were editing the movie, did you know the impact it would have? I mean, the fact that the whole Obey movement came out of it, there have been books by John Gleason written about They Live. Talk about that. When you were editing the movie, did you know the cultural impact it was going to have?
Not at all. It was, like you said, it was like a $3.5 million budget, so my job went really fast. I didn't have a lot of time. So we had no idea that it was going to have the cultural impact that it had. I was recently at the artist who designed the Hope poster.
Yes. Shepard Fairey.
Shepard Fairey, thank you. And he was highly influenced by this film. He has Obey statues. He has, so it was kind of a handoff. It's, considering it was done 30 years ago, it's amazing how it resonates with the audience tonight. I mean, this is the best audience I've seen this film with. And he wanted just to sell the line when he comes back, isn't life grand? That's the whole reason that he's there.
Have you guys ever seen the South Park?
Yeah. And it was never used, but we did all the effects for less than $10,000, and John just went, I really like it better on fine grain film, so we went back and did it all on an optical house. But they were very interesting, and it was before all of the, it was on the cutting edge. 1988 is when the Avid first came into, computerized editing first came in. I cut this on film, but it was really interesting to test all that stuff.
How about you, Alan? What's your favorite story involved with They Live?
I think I already told it. And also, he did bring Roddy to the studio one afternoon.
Oh, did he really?
Yeah, so he wanted to show off, because we're proud of the music, and he brought Roddy in, and so that particular day I was like on 2 projects. And John has to have his coffee and his cigarette. And I didn't have fresh coffee. So I heated him up yesterday's coffee. He gave me the look like, are you serious? And so him and Roddy left and went to lunch and left me alone with it. You figure it out, I don't know what you're doing. And real fast.
I would say just having great discussions with Roddy Piper. He was very, very intelligent. I remember when he used to do Piper's Pit. Thank you. Yes. Did you guys remember the Jimmy Snuka?
Yeah.
Was that great or what? And I had to ask him, I said, Jesus, that wasn't a real coconut, was it? And he goes, no. I said, geez, the poor guy, come on. But he would always put on that act, which was like, duh, 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 you know, but he was like so articulate, such a great guy to work with. And, you know, like I said, we miss him. And he had more in him to do more movies. That and Mick Foster not calling me. So.
That's where his son was wrestling.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah.
He's from Portland?
Yep, Portland, yeah. Actually, originally he's Canadian.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, yeah. And
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
where it
You
was,
too.
I think it was like,
Absolutely, yeah.
yeah,
Black stand, or is that all right with you? Or?
Oh, yeah. Okay. All right, thank you so much.
But wait, there's more! In addition to the mask, you also get a poster, DVDs, and glasses. I think there's candy in there too. Yeah, bubblegum. So now he's not out of bubblegum. And he doesn't have to kick ass, right? Okay. All right,
Big
next one.
raffle. Look at this guy.
Oh, yes. And should I, you know,
Guys, we did it.
We're at the nightcap in
Hollywood Horror Fest. Here comes Scott.
head?
Okay, I got it.
Oh, what do you got? Whoa. What? Hey now. What?
Brother,
Dude,
I just got
That-
one and I get to hold it.
that was awesome.
that was cool, man. We saw you get that prize.
And taking pictures with Alan Howarth
Totally.
with the mask on.
Seriously, how cool
Having
was
him
that?
sign that, put
Dude.
that up there. There was only 3 of them.
Yeah,
Only 3.
don't
One
judge a book by its cover. I mean,
Dude.
dude, it was a very little intimate like venue. It was rad. We got to play, Alan Howarth play his music. Got to watch They Live. Like have a full snack bar, merch. Got a mask.
Woohoo.
Look at that.
Made a new friend right
The
here.
thing
Your
with 2
friend
heads.
Hanging out with the squad. I mean, dude, it was an awesome one night. What'd you guys think?
I'm telling you, the
That
people
was
that
Incredible.
awesome.
Yeah.
So
You guys
much
that ran the
fun.
Hollywood Horror Fest, man. You guys are doing a great job. Like sold out
I can't
tonight.
believe it. Only
Night of
25
Demons tomorrow
bucks.
sold out. Yeah, only
Yeah.
for only $25. So it's worth it. It was so
Photo
much
bomb
fun.
by a head.
You're having too much fun with your head.
I wish I was getting ahead.
Oh, what's wrong, baby?
What?